Hello and welcome. You're watching NewsX Deepdive. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. Today we're talking about how a holiday trip to one of Vietnam's most beautiful islands turned into a devastating maritime tragedy. What was supposed to be a memorable island excursion for tourists ended in disaster after a speedboat carrying visitors capsized off the coast of Quoc Island in southern Vietnam, leaving several families shattered and triggering a massive rescue operation. In a matter of moments, passengers who had boarded the boat for a short island journey were thrown into the sea. The boat was traveling from Hon Mae Root Island towards an Thai port when it overturned. According to authorities, the vessel was carrying 32 Indian tourists and 4 crew members when the accident occurred. It capsized around 400 meters from the shoreline, turning what was supposed to be a short sightseeing journey into a desperate fight for survival. Some people managed to escape and wait for rescue, while others remained trapped inside the overturned vessel. Nearby boats were amongst the first to rush towards the accident site before local rescue forces, border guards and maritime authorities joined the operation. At least 15 Indian tourists lost their lives, while several others were rescued and taken for medical assistance. The search operation continued as authorities tried to locate every passenger and recover those who could not survive. The exact cause of the capsizing is now under investigation. But as the rescue operations conclude, one major question remains unanswered. What exactly caused the boat to overturn? Was it a sudden change in weather conditions? Was there a mechanical failure? Was the vessel carrying passengers within permitted limits? Or were there gaps in safety procedures? Well, the answers will emerge only after the completion of the investigation. The accident happened in the waters around Phu Quoc, Vietnam's largest island and one of the country's fastest growing tourism destinations. Located in the Gulf of Thailand, Phu Quoc sits close to Vietnam's southern coast and near Cambodia. In fact, the An Thoi archipelago where the accident happened is considered one of the most scenic parts of Phu Quoc. Every day, speedboats and tourist vessels operate between islands, taking visitors for snorkeling, diving, fishing and sightseeing activities. For thousands of tourists who visit Phu Quoc every year, these boat trips are considered one of the main attractions. Vietnam has seen a rapid growth in tourism in recent years, and Phu Quoc has become a major international holiday destination. Before the pandemic, the island was receiving millions of visitors annually, with both domestic and foreign tourists arriving for beaches, water sports and island tours. The growth of tourism has also led to a rise in the number of vessels operating around the island. With increasing tourist activity, maritime safety has become a critical concern. Questions are also being raised over passenger capacity, availability and use of life jackets, weather monitoring systems, emergency communication equipment and enforcement of safety rules. Experts say tourist boat safety depends on several factors like regular maintenance of vessels, weather monitoring, emergency communication systems, passenger capacity limits and strict enforcement of life jacket rules. Even a short journey close to the coastline can become dangerous if multiple safety measures fail at the same time. This is not the first time Vietnam's booming tourism industry, though, has faced a deadly boat tragedy. In July 2025, Vietnam witnessed one of the worst recent maritime disasters in Ha Long Bay. A tourist boat carrying 48 passengers and 5 crew members capsized during a sudden storm. The vessel overturned after encountering severe weather conditions, leaving 38 dead and triggering a major rescue operation. The Ha Long Bay tragedy raised similar questions about weather assessment, sailing decisions and passenger safety during tourist cruises. Before that, one of Vietnam's most remembered boat disasters happened in 2011, also in Ha Long Bay. A tourist boat called Truong Hai 6 sank near T1 Top Island while carrying foreign visitors. The vessel had 27 people on board, including tourists from several countries. 12 people died in that tragedy, many of them foreign tourists who were sleeping when the boat sank. The 2011 accident led to renewed scrutiny over safety standards, emergency procedures and regulations for overnight tourist boats. More than a decade later, the Phu Quoc tragedy has again brought the same concerns back into focus. Vietnam's coastal destinations attract millions because of their natural beauty, but behind every island tour and every boat journey is a responsibility to ensure that passengers return safely. For the families affected by the Phu Quoc tragedy, those risks become a heartbreaking reality. Many had traveled to Vietnam expecting a memorable vacation. Instead, their journey ended with loss, grief and unanswered questions. The investigation into the Phu Quoc boat tragedy will now determine what exactly went wrong in those crucial moments before the vessel overturned. For Vietnam's tourism industry, the tragedy is also a reminder that safety must remain at the center of every tourist experience, because in the middle of paradise, a few minutes can change everything. Well, Dui An Thai, a journalist, is joining us live from the Thai Asia Times. Is in fact live with us from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Thank you for being with us today, Mr. Thai. What do you make of this shocking incident, and what details can you share with us about the tragedy and the details that the Vietnamese authorities are sharing with the media there where you are?
I think people very shocked and very sad. They also thank rescue team for their work responsible. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Thai, how many, what is the casualty figure that is being given to you, and also the number of injured?
Uh, 20, 22 people India died, and three members ship uh, not
Yes,
die.
yes.
Yes,
Can you tell us in
yes.
detail what locals are saying about the incident? What are the locals saying about the incident there?
Uh, the school is in the investigation. John Way may have a school the accident.
Right. What are the authorities saying? What caused the accident? What caused the boat to capsize? Was it strong waves or something else?
Uh, they responsible very quickly after accident was report test. Government Việt Nam very shocked, and they say government Việt Nam can protect people, and uh, uh,
What is the reason? Was it strong waves? Was it strong waves that caused the collapse? What is the reason of the tragedy? What are the authorities saying? The cause, the reason, Due?
uh, sorry, I don't
I'm asking you about the reason,
question.
the cause of the tragedy. What made the boat capsize? What led to the tragedy? What is the reason, the cause? Why
You
did it
can
happen?
next question. You can next question.
Why did it happen? Did it happen because of strong waves, bad weather?
Um, sorry, I don't listen.
Okay, okay. Also, I would like, okay, I would also like to ask you about, you know, I would also like to ask you about what assistance now is being provided to the survivors. What assistance is being provided to the survivors, the families?
Uh, Survival, the racing wing and Medicaid, the family people are also getting support from the outer trees.
How quickly did the rescue teams arrive there? How fast were the rescue teams there after this tragedy was reported, the boat collapse?
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to
Okay.
ask you how fast the rescue teams arrived there, Due. Okay, I think
Uh,
we're having some audio issues, I think, with our guest. Dr. Naveen Bhatnagar, why don't you come in here, former DIG NDRF. Dr. Bhatnagar, what are you learning about the cause of the incident and also the rescue and relief? Are you satisfied with how it was conducted by the Vietnamese authorities?
Yeah, also you have seen such type of incidents. So same thing happened here because they have not taken care about the safety measures, and the lifeboat jackets were not issued to the passengers. Number eight. Number two, the audit of the vessel was not conducted since last 6 months, because as per the safety norms, every 6 months a boat audit is mandatory for everywhere in India as well as in world also. So because that vessels are having certain life, because all the time these vessels remain in the water, and a lot of these ocean waves were hit by these vessels. So it may be weakened. So people should remain ready before using, or the licensing authority should not give the license to the such type of dangerous boats to travel for anybody or any country, which happened here. So it's a very sorrow affair on the part of Vietnam government. They have not seriously taken it. I am sorry to say that heavy compensation should be imposed on the Vietnam government from my side as well as from the our Indian side. I'll request from our honorable PM, Shri Modi ji, who is the chairman of our NDMA. So he should take
Yes.
stern action. He should take stern action against the Vietnam government and the agencies who were allowing the such
So
boats
as you are saying,
to.
lapses, glaring lapses are there. You believe the standard operating procedures were not
Yeah.
being followed. What about the rescue
Yeah.
and relief, sir? Did it happen pretty fast? Also now, what is the procedure
No.
ahead? What is the procedure
No.
ahead to expatriate the bodies of those deceased and
fact-
also to ensure that those who are injured get the best treatment?
In fact, whenever any such type of travel goes in the water, so the rescuers should remain in very near to the boats or traveling boats, because any time or anywhere it may happen. So immediately the rescuer should jump in the water and they should rescue the victims immediately, because the 10 minutes are the most crucial time for everybody to rescue the people, to save their lives. So they have lost the 10 minutes golden period. That is why this heavy loss of human was reported, which is very shocked and shocking on the part of Vietnam government and the agencies
Right.
who are involved with this thing. I am
Right.
sorry to say. Yeah.
Dr. Bhatnagar, thank you for joining us with your perspective on this segment.